You know, there was a point in my life when I was asking God why, because I was going through so much. I was praying to God to do something for me. And I waited for so long. And I was wondering, what is wrong, Lord? You can do everything. The Bible tells me that with you, everything is possible. And you told me that I should ask, and it shall be given unto me. I should knock, and the door will be open. Okay? I should search, and I will find. So, what is happening? I have been hammering on this prayer request for so long. But there is something that I learned, because sometimes when we pray, we want God to take our situation away. We want to take flight and we want God to change our circumstances. And sometimes we want God to change our spouses. We want God to change our children. We want God to change our circumstances or the situation that we are in. But we don't focus on ourselves. We don't do some soul searching to see or to ask God to point out anything in us that offends Him, or there is something that we are not doing right, or there is something that we are doing that is hindering us from seeing the glory of God in our lives. Sometimes we focus on our circumstances and our situations and the people in our lives, and we blame everybody and we don't take responsibility. So when I got to Psalm 139, and David said, Father, you have searched my heart and you know everything about me. So I pray that you point out anything in me that offends you. That is a very powerful prayer. And I also began to pray that prayer. And I said, Father, if you have seen anything in me, point it out. And I realized that most of the things that I was going through, my afflictions, were because of my negligence, were because of my lust, the lust of the flesh, and also the pride of life. And I also realized that there was some pride somewhere. And I also realized that I buy impulsively, I don't plan. So I was not stewarding the things of God correctly. I was not utilizing my time well. I was not a planner. I just spent anyhow. I spent my time anyhow. And there were so many things. My life was such a mess. But I was rather focusing on my situation and my circumstances. So when God begins to open my eyes, okay, or began to open my eyes to see the real me, to search my heart, I realized that I need to work on me. So I told him that, as David says, show me the everlasting path. I say, Father, help me to overcome this bad behavior. So today, pray and tell God that, Father, if there is something in me that is hindering me from seeing your glory, point it out and help me to overcome it so that you can be wiser